a bit tipsy, how that changes, how that voice changes. So, I just wanted to bring it up because I feel like even things you do or places that you immerse yourself in can impact that voice if it's not as direct as like somebody else's voice. And alcohol for me has been something I'm now like super attuned to as something that disconnects me from my own voice. So that was just a really weird experience I had. I don't know if you drink at all, if you've had a similar experience.
No. When you were speaking about that, what made me kind of resonate with that is every time I go home and I'm surrounded by people that make me disconnect with myself. Because, living away from home for so long, when you go back to the place that you grew up, a lot of people here in the UAE could probably resonate, is that then you surround yourself with the people who know the old you.
Yeah.
And so
you regress almost.
You literally go back to that little girl. And I feel like every single time I go home, I go back to that little girl and I'm, again, that insecure, timid, mute. And then I come back to Dubai and I have to almost relearn myself.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's such a weird experience.
Reintroduce myself. And so that goes for drinking, that goes for people, and that just tells you the things that you should not be consuming. That's across the board. And so I think that that level of awareness for you to come home and like recognize that is huge.
Yeah. I had a guest on once and she was talking about how when you go and visit family and you've been away for so long and you've created your own life, there's this like anxiety or fear or actual reality of regressing back into. She was talking about it in the context of a family dynamic, but you have a role to play in your family. And that was growing up, right? You might have been the person that lashed out. You might have been the person that copped all the comments from someone. You might have been the adjudicator. Like everyone has a role in a family. And when you're in that dynamic, you almost regress back into that role, even if you've done a lot of work to kind of evolve and grow out of it. So it's just really interesting. I think like some of these things I'm always going to go home and visit my family. I'm not at the stage where I've like cut out alcohol for life, but it's just having this awareness. So now when I am doing these things, I'm a lot more intentional because I know the impact it has on my voice and my my intuition, my connection with self. So I just wanted to bring that up because it really like reminded me of what you were just sharing. And I think the framework you've shared is really, really valuable, just like to anything, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
I asked you the other day before you came on the podcast today, I asked you if there was anything you'd been ruminating on, thinking about, because I'm the kind of person where you might hear me talking about a lot of things on the show. People will hear like similar themes coming up, but I'm the kind of person that like ponders on a lot of things like 24/7. I'm like a ruminator. So I asked you if there was anything you'd been thinking about or like just talking about generally. And there were a few things that really stood out to me from what you shared. The first one is this difference between being nice and being assertive. And this is something I've struggled with as someone who I think